Yes, ground control, this is chopper 614. You have some climbing fails. It's gonna be one hell of a ride.
Here's you, Chris, you good?
Helmets! I love helmets!
Climbing fails, coming in for a landing. Let's see if we can save some people from some fails this week, shall we? Let's get right into it.
Come on.
Okay, so first up, climbing on some sandstone. Doesn't look like he's got a helmet on. Sandstone's not known for being the strongest of all rock types. Whoa, okay, that's just bad etiquette right there. You don't just leave chalk marks on the side of the climb to let other people know where you're gonna fall and hit. Okay, I kind of stole that joke from my Discord, but that's pretty funny. Yeah, this was showed to me on my Discord, but so let's analyze, shall we? What happens here is a bunch of pieces look like they pop out on him. Were the placements questionable? Did he run out too high over his pieces? I don't know. It doesn't look like it. At least didn't get his foot tangled on the other side of the rope. Other than that, you know, he took the sandpaper slide. Maybe it's a pretty tough climb. He's got a guy filming him. Maybe that's why. Maybe it's a tough one. I think it's such a big crack though. You'd imagine you could zipper that thing up. Zippering up a climb means you're putting in a whole bunch of sewing it up. You could have sewed it up, put a whole bunch of pieces every couple feet, but you know, maybe he ran it out and that's why those pieces blew. The guys below him look like they're way too chill, hanging out on the rock with no helmet. You kind of want to be ready for something to fall down and hit you. So there's that. Other than that, put a helmet on. Next clip. Taking another whipper. Oh boy. He got pretty close to the ground. He got pretty close to the ground. Now what's weird is right as he's falling, it looks like the belayer is letting out slack, which doesn't make much sense to me at all. I don't know why. The only sense I can make of that is maybe he was just about to make some high clip right as he's falling. So she got kind of confused by it or something. This also shows another good reason why climbing the gree-gree is kind of a good idea, because she could have took her hands off to protect her face from smacking into that rock right there, but she did a good job and held on. I don't know what device she's using, but he got pretty close to the ground. So you can see some pieces blew out. I don't know if that's the piece he was putting in and just clipped into or what, but there is a piece trailing him, so a piece blew. That could be another reason he got so close to the ground there, but close one. Okay, so here, this climber here is climbing under an overhang, and whenever you climb under an overhang, you have a risk of swinging out. Oh, man. Just like that. Oh, yeah, he's in pain. Yeah, he probably broke his ankle. So, if you're going to be, climbing out that day and thinking you're going to be doing an overhang, it might be a good idea just to, lead. Like, if you lead up this right here, and put pieces in all the way up to under the overhang, maybe have someone else belay you or something, and then still be doing it on top rope, then, that might be like counter, you might be fighting that might be contrived way to lead, but at least if you get some pieces under that overhang, if you take the fall, you could belay with the other end of the rope. Like you can use the other end of the rope if the cliff isn't so high, and then you could prevent that swing into hitting things. This is perfectly preventable, is my point. You don't have to do that, or he could just have down climbed or something, but hopefully his ankle's okay. Okay, so right here, just super sloppy stuff right here. Can you get away with being sloppy like this?
Oh my God.
I mean, I've seen people get away with worse. What I really like about this is this guy calls him out.
Yo, you guys want to learn how not to die? I can teach you real quick.
And that's one of the great things about the climbing community is you don't want to have normalcy bias. When you see something that's abnormal, you should call it out, and that's like a good thing. If someone calls you out on something and starts yelling at you, you should probably take a second to, if you don't have an argument, first of all, of why your setup is the way it is, then you know you're probably doing something wrong. If you could say, oh, this is like this because this is this, then it's like, oh, okay. But if everything's messed up and someone calls you out, you should take a step back and be like, oh, okay, I won't do that like that again. Thanks. You know, maybe, you know, some people can sound really, there's really not a nice way to say it sometimes. Like, dude, you're being dumb. Okay, fine. You're right. You caught me with my pants down. All right, I'm pretty stupid. So he's got, what's wrong with this? Well, first of all, he's using like, I don't know, 10, who knows what's even over that edge, but a whole bunch of slings. And then they're all girth hitched, which really weakens each sling like by 50%. So, you know, and then he's got this quick link. So basically, if you add up all those slings, if $25 a sling, basically buying a new rope. So you could buy like a static line, like maybe a short one, just for setting up things like this, if this is what you do all the time. So you can tie in and then have that have your like top rope anchor set up over the edge, so you're not grinding your top rope over on top of things. That's something you don't want to do. And I don't know what this beaner is here. I don't know what that is, but that's very peculiar too. Maybe there's something I'm also missing here that's really whacked out, but yeah, just super sloppy. Another thing about this one is you also want to be wearing your helmet, because people that come and check out your stuff like this might kick a rock off. If you're down there and you might think, oh, you know, I'm white top roping something, you know, if you're hanging under a cliff, if you're not hanging out under an overhang or something, someone might kick a rock off and hit you. So it's always a good idea to have your hard hat on, even you have your helmet on, even if you're just hanging out. You don't want someone dropping a rock on you like this guy. Oh boy, man.
And that's why we wear a helmet.
That's crazy. So Tim here is actually a subscriber. Can I take credit that he has his helmet on? Probably not. It's not like I invented the helmet. You guys sent me, so many of you guys sent me this clip. Like, yeah, I know. You're like, I thought of you when this thing hit this kid in the head. Like, yeah, you know, I didn't invent the helmet, but, you know, I try to at least yell from the rooftops that you guys should all wear your helmet. It's probably a good idea. If you like that I do that, then hit the like button and subscribe or something, so more people put their helmets on. I have people send me photos of their helmets. They have huge cracks on them because they just start wearing one, and then, you know, insert weird thing happen, and then, you know, one thing to say about this is Gavin might not have yelled rock even though he saw the rock falling, because sometimes it's just a little bit too late, and you yell rock, the guy's gonna just look up and maybe catch it in the face. So I've done that before. I've dropped some gear or a pebble or something before at work or wherever, and I see it's going straight for the guy's head. I just opt not to say anything, because if it's going to hit the guy in the hard hat, no harm, no foul. If he looks up and gets it in the face, he's lucky that didn't hit him in the collarbone or something like that, break his collarbone. One of the things to say that Tim could have did better is maybe stood more under the overhang there. I don't know if he would have been causing some rope friction or something, but you definitely want to always be aware if something's going to be falling down. He was kind of looking down while belaying. If he was looking up and belaying and saw that rock, then he probably could have jumped out of the way. So you always gotta be ready for something to fall down. So, but good for him. It hit his head and not, you know, he got away with it. His video seems to be blowing up pretty good. Awesome. Hope it makes more people put their helmet on. So that wraps up this week's Climbing Fails episode. Did you learn something? Are you gonna put your helmet on next time? I think you should. You could always join the Discord down below. I know what you're saying, Josh. I already have my twit face. I don't need another social media platform. Discord's pretty cool. Come join the fun. I think it's a better way to forum, ask quick questions, and also you can send me climbing fails there. Some of these clips I pulled off from my Discord, I have a whole section that's just climbing fails. People could drop me stuff. So there's that. Check out my merch store, and Josh Perry climbing out of here.